Hi, everybody. Hey, I want to start by showing you the graphic that's on my YouTube page to basically highlight this video for you to choose. And what I'm doing is talking about my spring outlook going through February into March. And there's reason to believe that March is going to start like a lamb. A pretty nice, mild, warm finish to February, a nice start to March. You know the old saying, if it starts like a cuddly lamb, it goes out roaring like a lion, meaning a warm start or a stormy finish. And in fact, this is one of the weather models showing the first day of spring, which is either the 19th or the 20th here on the West Coast. Cold upper level low. The 540 contour is this blue highlighted contour line. So this is the colder air in our hemisphere dipping down. This would be an active weather pattern the first day of spring if this were correct, bringing mountains, pretty good mountain snow, pretty good valley rain, and colder than normal temperatures. And this kind of chilly active pattern could be with us for the entire back half of March. So we'll see if all that holds true. Okay. This is the outlook that I posted under my weather headlines on my weather site. Again, my weather site is portlandweather.com. And if you click on the weather headlines link, also available on the app, you will find this article. So I'm just going to take you through it. Okay. So beginning with this outlook from the National Weather Service and NOAA, this is the back half of February, March 17 through March 1. Clearly, right here has much of the West in an above normal temperature pattern. Clearly has Oregon and Washington in the absolute bullseye of highest confidence for above normal temperatures. This doesn't mean it's going to be really warm, but this is the highest confidence level of above normal temperatures the back half of February, which I agree with. It also puts us in an area where confidence is somewhat good that we would see below normal rainfall or precipitation during the same time frame. And by the way, why cooler weather the back half of February in Texas and Florida? Because this is the El Nino pattern bringing rain to the southern tier of the United States still going on. The above normal rainfall would lead to cooler temperatures. Okay, so that's what NOAA's looking at. Now, let me read just some things that I wrote. So the NOAA outlook for the back half of February through March 1st puts the Pacific Northwest highest confidence zone to see above normal temperatures. This outlook, coupled with forecast projections and other modeling, leads to the conclusion that Portland has seen the last of bitterly cold winter weather this season. And that may not be shocking news, but hey, it's only early February. So I think it is a headline to say that there are no signs of any cold Arctic air coming down in February that would impact the Northwest. No signs that we're going to get slammed with any really cold weather. And that probably means no chance of any wintry precipitation as well. Although I think it's a little too early to say that we couldn't have a little dip in temperature and get some snow or ice at some point, but no big signs of cold Arctic air. All right. So what this is the first week of March. This is the American CFS model. Here's that warm back half of February, warm first week of March. This shows mean temperature departures in our local area of +4 to +7. So what does that mean? Well, that means we're either going to have, and I wrote it here, either going to have a number of nights with low temperatures in the mid 40s to 50, or maybe both. We're also going to have a number of days with temperatures well up into the 60s, again, well above normal. So that's the back half of February, really mild, potentially dry into the first week of March. Now, before warm weather lovers, if that's you, before you get overly excited, there are signs that I just talked about a moment ago. The back half of March, including the first day of spring, will actually turn cooler and wet with low snow levels over the Cascades, and a reminder that it's still, potentially winter, the last few days of winter going into the first days of spring. So, and ultimately, I think when you look at the April outlooks, the models are inconclusive. I mean, I think it's still possible that if we have that downward colder trend, the back half of March, that could lead into April. So other than telling you a warm back half of February, a warm first week of March, the rest of the spring season's kind of up in the air. You may have already heard this. The current El Nino cycle, which is connected to the mild December we had and the California rains going on right now, is expected to weaken and end, El Nino ending potentially in the month of April, as we will transition into what's called the ENSO neutral phase. And if you look at this from NOAA and the Weather Service, here's April, May, June. This has us grays in the neutral pattern. The El Nino pretty much gone. That's the blue chances here, less than 10%. And then as we go into summer, here's June, July, August, September, October. Look at the blue. That is growing confidence that we will be developing into a La Nina pattern this summer and going into next fall. So that's something we'll be looking more and more into and kind of keeping you updated what all that means. Now, I hope you found that kind of interesting. We'll see. The big headline really is the warm back half of February, the warm first week of March. Here's our satellite picture, and let me touch briefly on what's coming up in the coming days. I still think overall, this weather pattern that we're in is pretty quiet. No big rainstorms, no big storms, period, showing up well into next week. See this little batch of moisture right here, though? This is a disturbance that's going to bring likely rain later tonight, early tomorrow morning to the Oregon coast, but it might, and I'll show you this in a moment, hit the coast range and then fizzle and slide to the south, and Portland will get very little out of this. Models are showing that this front back in here brings increasing rain to the Willamette Valley Thursday overnight into the day Friday. And then the showers could linger into Saturday. Then after that, I think we get into some dry weather. So here's the national blended model. This is what's supposed to be a future radar, if you will. This is 4 p.m. this afternoon. There are a few spotty showers out there, but not much. Here's tomorrow morning. See that push of moisture? It hits the coast, but then it quickly drops down to the south. It never makes it into the valley. In fact, it quickly just fades away, period. So if that's true, inland areas will see very little rain tomorrow, probably traceable showers to maybe a scattered shower producing 0.01, 0.02 hundredths of an inch of moisture, that type of thing. And then the next better chance of increasing moisture, as I mentioned, is Thursday night into Friday. Well, here's what's been going on up in the high country. Last 24 hours, 2 inches of timberline. I know, not much. 2 at Meadows, 1 at Ski Bowl. The snowpack's basically down to 70% of normal. Remember, it had shot all the way up to 86% of normal with that great January that we had. But now the snowpack, we've been melting snow. We haven't picked up new snow really, and it's back down to 70% of normal. The similar situation that we've been seeing the last couple of days will continue up there. Flurries or snow showers at times, but notice daytime temperatures at past level, government camp getting above freezing. Right around freezing tomorrow, but above freezing 34 Thursday, 36 Friday, 40 Saturday. That means during the day, any snow-covered passes overnight, early morning will quickly melt off. Here's government camp. It's 32, but the highway's clean. And the other passes, Siskiyou Summit's clean, Santiam's clean this afternoon, Willamette's clean. Both Willamette and Santiam had snow covered this morning, for example, but then during the day they melted off. That's a pattern we're going to continue to see. 84 out over the Blue Mountains seems to be fine. I thought we hit 52 today. We have at least done that for a high. So the forecast for today is some sun breaks, 52, fewer showers turned out to be a good call. It's 50 in Salem right now. It's 41 in Bend. If you just click on the valley forecast, Salem, not far off from Corvallis, 45 degrees tomorrow. I don't believe this is correct. Rain likely. It looks to me like there could be an increased period of showers in the morning. A lot of the weather modeling is saying, no, we don't get that. But if there is a heightened chance of rain, it's first thing tomorrow morning. Other than that, not much Wednesday, not much Thursday. Then we'll look for some increasing rain Thursday and a Friday. And then don't put a whole lot of stock on this forecast Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because the weather modeling is all over the place. But clearly there's no real cold air coming in anywhere. Bend is cooler today than the valley at 41 degrees right now. Here's the Bend forecast, 27 tonight, 41 tomorrow, traceable amounts of moisture, that's it. A dry Thursday. Decent chance of Friday daytime seeing some light moisture, and then this still shows a dry weekend of temperatures in the mid-40s. And then here's Portland 7-day. So tomorrow, we either get a little push of some rain early in the morning, or we don't get hardly anything during the day at all. Thursday, not much during the day. Thursday overnight into Friday, we'll look for an increasing shot of some rain coming in. Scattered showers Saturday and sun breaks. Might be warmer than I show. I show 48, but we might hit 50 either of these days upcoming. The weather modeling takes the air and gets a little bit colder. In fact, by tomorrow, the snow level is 3,000 feet. Thursday, the snow level could be 3,000 to 2,500. So again, I feel like these are the coldest highs. Maybe I'm too cold. It could be warmer. I still think, although there's some conflicting information, I still think the best bet is Sunday's dry, weather system Monday, and then dry weather on Tuesday, and dry weather into Wednesday. The next time that we get an east wind, by the way, is Wednesday of next week. It shows we get a robust east wind coming. Between now and then, it's mostly west winds that are light or variable winds that are light. Anyway, on a Tuesday, that's your update. I hope you enjoyed the spring outlook into March. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Tell your friends about my channel, and I'll talk to you soon.